And a very good morning to you. It's Peggy McColl. Welcome back to the Morning Money class. Today, I want to talk to you about living in freedom. What does living in freedom mean? Living in freedom is where you break through the terror barrier when you're up against something, an idea or a goal or something that you would love to achieve or something you'd love to have or something you would love to do, but yet you feel that terror barrier come up. It's called fear. It could also be wrapped with doubt. But it's the thing that holds most people back. You see, many people have a desire for something greater, grander, wonderful in their life. But yet, when they start to move toward it, they start to take action and they're moving in the direction of having that which they desire. They start to have a realization like, well, maybe I should just stay where I'm most comfortable. Perhaps I should just forget about that. It's not so bad here anyway. But yet, their desire within them, which is inherent within all human beings, is for greater fulfillment and fuller expansion. But they don't allow that to happen. They put a lid on their desires and they cower back into safety. But yet, you feel the excitement, you feel the fear, and you go for it anyway. You go through this thing called a terror barrier. But how do you get to that point of actually living in freedom? Well, you're living in freedom when you choose to accept a new idea, the idea of having exactly what you want, and you really feel your way into it. Now, this is going to take time. It's going to take some practice. You see, if I decided that I wanted to become a bodybuilder, and I went to a bodybuilder expert, and they told me what I needed to do, and they told me what to do, I'm not going to get any of the results unless I actively and start with doing something about it. Now, will I have the results right away? No, but through repetition, space-time repetition, I'm going to get the results. You see, you get to that point of freedom. You get to that point of passing through that terror barrier when you impress upon your mind the idea that's only in harmony with the thing that you desire. So how do you do that? Well, you've got to be ready. You've got to be armed and ready with the right ideas, with good ideas. Now, that could involve you doing a process called switching technique that I wrote about and talk about in my book, Your Destiny Switch, which means that you ask yourself a question that puts you into the alignment of the goods that you desire. So it would be things like this would happen. You start to think about what you desire, and then you start to feel that anxiousness or that excitement or that worry or that doubt come up. And then you just stop yourself in your tracks and you just say, okay, what is the outcome that I'm looking for? Or what would I love? Even better question, what would I love? So it's the same question. What's the outcome I'm looking for and what would I love? Same thing. So you start to imagine, okay, well, the outcome is this. All right. Well, how does that feel? Well, it feels great. And then you go straight to feeling. That's one way of doing it, a very effective way, a very powerful way. Another way is by listening to your Power Life script, which is impressing upon through auditory learning the same idea or supportive idea of having that which you desire. Another idea is to grab a pen and a piece of paper. I've got a notepad right here on my desk. And then you start to write out your goal. You write out your goal as if you already have it. I am so happy and so grateful now that I have, or I am, or whatever that goal is. You write it down as if you already have it, right? Or you could be reading something. It might be your goal statement that you're reading over and over and over again. You see, when you get to that point of feeling that fear and up against that thing called the terror barrier, you want to surpass that. You want to get past that and go to that place of acting as if and imagining as if you already have. And when you're there and you choose to stay there in this place of the other side of terror and the other side of fear, you're living in freedom. You're living in the freedom of knowing and believing and experiencing and seeing, very likely in your mind's eye, that which you desire. That's living in freedom. That's what I suggest for you today. Even though you may feel the fear, recognize you're going to feel the fear, burst through that terror barrier anyways. Get to that point of feeling and knowing that everything that you desire is already yours, because your success is absolutely guaranteed. All right, so that's my message for you today. I see you living in that place called freedom, the freedom to manifest anything that you desire. All right, go for it, have fun with it, and I'll see you in the next Morning Money class.